Well, fans, we're back. 2022 Gulf South Conference Outdoor Track and Field Championship. This is day number 2. And, Coach, as you know, when you recruit student athletes, we all know student comes first.
Yes.
And a lot of these private schools, they understand that they're all about their academics here in the Gulf South Conference. But a beautiful thing for the Gulf South Conference to do, Coach. A lot of these senior athletes had to miss graduation at their respective schools. And, again, you know as a former athlete, you have to sacrifice a lot. And sometimes you have to sacrifice personal honors. That's something that these young athletes have done today. But I like how the conference has come together and will honor these young men and young women as they go on into their future endeavors, be it in the business world, entrepreneurship, or continuing athletics on a professional level.
Absolutely. I think it's very special. I think we talked about this 2 or 3 years ago before I retired, because everybody's putting all their effort into their sport throughout the season, and to have to miss your conference meet, which everybody in our conference pretty much has their graduation the same day as the conference meet. This is a very special thing for them, so they won't have to miss a graduation. They're going to perform a graduation for each of these seniors out here, and I really think this is a special thing for them. Now, if you're the host school like us, Tatavia Hardy earlier won the high jump, went in the Coliseum, had her graduation, came back and qualified in the hurdles. So that's a good thing about being at home.
Yeah, you know what? We call that's a true student athlete.
That's a true student athlete.
And going first will be Alabama Huntsville. We'll go ahead and give you the names where they're from and what they earned their degrees in. Morgan Aldridge from Bloomington, Illinois, earning a mechanical engineering degree. Emmy Baldwin from Addison, Alabama, received her degree in nursing. Jacob Bishop, Martins Ferry, Ohio. Kinesiology is what Jacob Bishop received his degree in. Cameron Clark from Irondale, Alabama, another kinesiology degree from Alabama Huntsville. Jay Day from Mobile, Alabama, not too far from Huntsville, also received his degree in kinesiology. Zach Hancock from Madison, Alabama, not too far from Huntsville, about 20 to 25 minutes out of Huntsville. He got his degree in business analytics.
Yeah.
Alex Herbst from Selma, Indiana, received a mechanical engineering degree. Garrison Hill from Coleman, Alabama, receives his degree in cybersecurity. And the future in the cybersecurity industry is very bright.
That's a good major to be in right now.
Yeah, Harold Lacroix from Thompson Station, Tennessee, not too far from Nashville, aerospace engineering. Timothy McLeod, Auburn, Alabama, received his degree in kinesiology. Stephen Tanner from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, business cybersecurity. Right now, PA announcer getting ready to announce the Alabama Huntsville graduates, and you will see them walk out on to the track into the graduation stand. If you will, did a good job putting this together in the last few minutes.
Yes, I think they're doing this alphabetically by university, so it'll be that group come first, and it'll be a very special moment for them.
Yeah, that it will. These young athletes, I mean, they put everything they can and then some, not only into their sports, but in their athletics as well. And, albeit a brief stint in college as an athlete, I understand that, you have to have a certain level of discipline and balance to balance being an athlete and also being a student as well, and pretty much only the strong survive.
That's true. You've got to, with the amount of time that it takes to do each, your studies and your athletics, melting those together takes a special athlete. And when you do it correctly, you can walk out of college with a degree, knowing that you've got a degree that will help you get a job and be a productive adult, and you've also been a part of a family as far as an athletic group that you can go on and the older you get, the better you were.
Well, yeah, the future is bright for a lot of these young athletes, especially from Alabama, Huntsville, and other universities as well. Head coach David Kane, the head man in charge at Alabama, Huntsville, does an excellent job of recruiting. And we've seen Alabama, Huntsville dominate today, not only in the field, but they've made some sparks on the track as well.
Mm-hmm. And here they're coming onto the track now, led by David. David does. You're absolutely right. David does. He and his staff at Alabama Huntsville do an incredible job.
Yeah, that they do. And another one of many up and coming programs here in the Gulf South Conference, a reincarnated conference in 2016. And again, a lot of these track programs are forced to be reckoned with. Alabama Huntsville, one of them.
Yeah, they came over when we started in 2016. They were in the Peach Belt Conference, and along with Shorter University, and they came over and joined us in the Gulf South Conference and instantly made us a better group, and we all had to up our game when they come on the scene.
Yeah, that you do, and Alabama Huntsville has done an excellent job in the conference as well. Winning the women's lacrosse tournament last week at UAH. The women repeating as Gulf South Conference women's lacrosse champions. And again, I mean, basketball slowly but surely on the rise, both on the men and women's side.
Yeah.
Baseball and softball always been pretty strong programs at Alabama Huntsville. And again, track and field-wise, has practically dominated here today.
Yeah, they're always strong in the field events, and you can count on them. When they come out of the field events, they're already going to have a point build up that's going to be – it'd be tough for you to overcome in the running events. I'm sitting here looking. What reason I'm distracted? Some of these athletes are wearing their caps and gowns out here, and that's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And coming up will be Christian Brothers University, coached by Christina Fonberry. And a few athletes receiving degrees from Christian Brothers as well. Young track and field team out there at CBU.
Yep.
Last few Alabama Huntsville athletes on the graduation stage, if you will. And when you look at some of these degrees, you can tell these young men and women did an excellent job picking their majors: cybersecurity, aerospace engineering, business cybersecurity, nursing, kinesiology, business analytics, and mechanical engineering. One thing I do know about Alabama Huntsville, they have an excellent engineering program.
Oh, sure. Being in Huntsville right there, but they're the Space Center there, it's just, it's a given. It's a given, and they do a good job with those programs as well.
Yeah, that they do. All these schools, private schools here in the Gulf South Conference. So, academics reign supreme here in the Gulf South Conference. So you have to be a student first before you can become an athlete here, not only at Mississippi College or at Alabama Huntsville, but at all the other schools represented here. And, Coach, I'm pick your brain a little bit. You've been coaching for a really long time. Talk about an athlete pretty much that really lived up to that student-athlete moniker.
Well, I wouldn't know where to begin because here at Mississippi College, and I can just speak for me, ever since I was here, I came here in 2002, our teams have always been the way we've recruited. We've always recruited athletes as academics as well as athletics, and our students have always been in the top of the conference in the all academic prospect. And our women's cross country team, while we were in Division III before we came to Division II, they averaged 3.75 GPA for the whole team all across the 9 years that we were in Division III. Our men's cross-country team was 3.55 for that whole amount of time as an average. But it's disciplined athletes that can make the transition from being an athlete to an academic. And when you talk about some of these majors that these athletes have, they have the cybersecurity, they have the mechanical engineering, all these things that they have to go through that they have to put up with as far as studying, traveling to meets, so forth, going through finals, and all that kind of stuff. This puts a lot of pressure on them to remain competitive on both sides of it, academic and athletic, because it takes a lot of energy. And you see that today, them being able to sustain that level of performance and being able to walk across the stage here in front of us today and get their diploma.
Well, 6 athletes from Christian Brothers University, led by Christina Fonberry, 2 master's degrees on the track team for Christian Brothers. Nathan Gorelu from Nantes, France, will get his master's, get his MBA, and Jalen Jones as well from Munford, Tennessee, not too far from the Memphis area, received his MBA as well. Christina Matthews from Memphis, Tennessee, so not too far, right down the road, received her degree in business administration. Aldo Ramirez Galdi
Good job.
from Alpharetta, Georgia, received his degree in sport management. Essence Torbein from Kissimmee, Florida, received her degree in ecology. And Joanna Wistakat from Winningston, Germany, received her business administration degree. So that is Christian Brothers University. Again, a young and up-and-coming track team here in the Gulf South Conference.
Yes. You just see the amount of people they have on the team they have a pretty good sized team, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors. So that just shows that they've got a lot coming back.
Yeah, that they do. And now coming up on the stage, Lee University, led by Coach Caleb Morgan. And what can you not say about Coach Morgan down at Lee University?
I think we've talked enough about Caleb Morgan. I need to say some bad things about him, I think, because I just praised him. But there's nothing but praise that you can do for Lee University. Where they are located up in Tennessee, the amount of recruiting that they get to do from the areas that they can recruit from, he pulls in some of the top athletes that you would want to find, and every year they are almost qualifying, or they are qualifying for cross-country nationals, and they have several track and field athletes every year qualifying for the track and field championships. So he's got a program up there that's strong, and they're just getting stronger.
Yeah, 9 athletes from Lee University will receive their degrees today, starting with Kristen Blevins from Knoxville, Tennessee, received a degree in digital media. Austin Durham from Great Neck, New York, will potentially, I'm sure, will go on into medical school or into education, receiving a biology degree. Caleb Eggleston from New Palestine, India, received his degree in youth ministry. Silas Eckenrod from Berlin, Pennsylvania, pastoral ministries from Lee University. Now, I know that their pastoral ministries programs, one of the top programs not only in the state of Tennessee but around the country as well. Brooke Long from Sumner County, Hendersonville, Tennessee, will go on to receive a degree in elementary education, specializing in K through 5. So the young children are the future, and Brooke Long, pretty sure, will go on to be an excellent teacher and make some great strides, not only if she does decide to stay in the state of Tennessee to teach in the Tennessee education system. Tony Moore from Northern Ireland receives her degree in sport management with a minor in business administration. Dawson Reed from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, receives a degree in mass communication with an advertising emphasis. Don't be surprised if she is selling or working for a local television or radio station in the state of Tennessee. Deborah Rubin from Claremont, Florida, human development with a business emphasis. So received her degree in business and human development with a minor in business emphasis. Ian Thomas from Trinidad and Tobago received his degree in criminal justice.
Now, it's kind of emotional for me watching Mississippi College up there now, because all these athletes I recruited, and I was able to coach them for a couple years, and now to see them walk across the stage makes me feel good.
Well, Matthew Reneker replaced yours truly at Mississippi College. So several athletes graduating right here in Clinton, Mississippi. Peyton Brasfield from Houston, Mississippi, received a degree in kinesiology. Rachel Falk from Birmingham, Alabama, English degree with the minor in Spanish. Al Farrell from Tickfaw, Louisiana, kinesiology degree. Titavia Hardy from Pensacola, Florida, also received a kinesiology degree. Ezra McCall from Dumfries, Virginia, biology and medical sciences.
She's going into veterinary school.
All right, veterinarian school.
I think at LSU.
Marina Rizik. From Cairo,
Egypt.
Egypt.
I recruited her as a pole vaulter.
All right, electrical engineering with a minor in applied mathematics.
4.0 student.
Awesome job. Jacob Russell from Huntsville, Alabama, received his MBA. Kiera Vance from right here in Clinton, Mississippi, biology, medical science with minors in English, writing, and biochemistry. And Chris Weber from Steens, Mississippi, receives a degree in kinesiology.
Yes.
And your thoughts on Matthew Reneker as the head coach, the current head coach at Mississippi College?
Well, he's doing a great job. When we were making the transition from Division III to Division II, We went through the 3 years where we were in the National Christian College Athletic Association, and I needed to hire a distance coach because we had 70 kids on the team at the time, and I just couldn't coach all aspects of the sport anymore. So I put out a ad for that, and I found him in Ohio. He's got a lot of experience with distance programs. Went up and visited with he and his wife in Akron, Ohio. Came back, got the deal done. He stepped right on in and took over working with the cross-country program, and it was just a natural evolution when it was time for me, after 18 years of working days and nights here, to let somebody else take the mantle. He did a good job.
And University of Montevallo, led by Tommy Barksdale. Braden Gonzalez from Katy, Texas, exercise nutrition science degree. Cheney Holder from Rome, Georgia, also received a degree in exercise and nutrition science. Josh Jackson from Montgomery, Alabama, received an accounting degree. Drew Kilgore from Hoover, Alabama, exercise and nutrition science. Joe Leventree, also from Hoover, Alabama, business management degree with a minor in accounting.
In West Alabama,
one lone senior on the team, Cedric Dees from Mobile, Alabama, graduate student, received his MBA.
And that's a good thing. That shows that they're an up-and-coming program as well.
Yeah, that they are. And be afraid, fans. Be very afraid of the track team at West Alabama, led by Kirby Walker.
Yeah, Kirby Patterson Walker. She does a good job. She's got a lot of enthusiasm.
And University of West Georgia, led by Ryan Bailey.
Yep.
Two athletes graduating from West Georgia. Megan Daniels from Douglasville, Georgia, received a degree in biology. Hannah Dunstan from Lawrenceville, Georgia, received a degree in psychology.
Yes, and on crutches. Crutches getting a degree.
And what a beautiful thing it is to see all of these young student athletes going on to pursue their degree, albeit if they use their degree, do not, or go on into entrepreneurship. It's just a beautiful thing to watch athletes come into school, graduate, play the sport that they love. Some of these, I'm sure, a plethora of these athletes received tremendous amounts of funding to attend their respective universities. But nonetheless, I mean, the Go South Conference, again, always reigns supreme academically, and the Go South Conference, Coach, is coming up in the world athletically.
Yes, we're. I still say we, and I've been retired.
Hey, you're still a part of the conference.
Yeah, the conference is strong. It's getting stronger, and it's going to be, one of the strongest conferences in the country as it's getting there now, and even as far as all their other sports as well. And I'm excited to see the future of this. When you look out there and see all those seniors. Very, very good athletes and very good students.
Yeah, the future is bright here in the Go South Conference, and I look at it like this. A lot of these programs, Coach, will not rebuild. They will simply reload.
Reload, absolutely.
Well, that does it for the graduation ceremony here, James E. Parkman Track on the campus of Mississippi College. This is the 2022 Go South Conference Outdoor Track and Field Championships, day number 2. All the athletes that were unable to walk at graduation at their respective universities honored by the conference today. So a wonderful job by the Go South Conference putting this together. And again, what a beautiful thing it is to watch young athletes and young people in general just receive their college degrees. It takes a lot of discipline to walk across that stage.
Absolutely.
Well, when we come back, we have 2 more running events. A champion will be crowned in the men and women's 5,000 meter run. That's coming up at 8 and 8:20 respectively. You're watching Flow Sports. This is the 2022 Go South Conference Outdoor Track and Field Championships, live from James E. Parkman Track on the campus of Mississippi College. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.